So, where we left off last time, we had just made a fully functioning text box, which I will just show you to get a little bit of a recap for anyone who's new. So as you can see right here, we have a fully functioning text box. Now, I've noticed one little bug. Firefox on macOS, when you press the backspace button, it actually puts the page backwards, so that needs to be fixed somehow. But otherwise, yeah, it works just as expected, like it did on Linux and Windows. So the next thing we need to look at doing is, and that's what we're going to be doing today, is we're going to have the text on here shift to the left as we type. So as the text in the text box exceeds the bounds of the text box, it will shift to the left, which is exactly what we want out of this. It will also, like the cursor, rather than being in the middle when we start off, it will be at the beginning. So we're just going to do these little optimizations today because I want to start light while I get back into this project, and yeah, we'll just see how it goes, and yeah, let's make a start. Okay, so that's been a pretty interesting little session we've just had. So I experienced a few challenges that I wasn't expecting, and it's still by no means perfect. There's a lot of work to do yet, but it works. So let's just have a look at what we've done so far, and I'll explain the challenges that I've encountered. So as you can see, what we've got here is a fully functioning text box, and it now shifts the text to the right when you type, which is perfect. That's exactly how a text box is supposed to function. Problem with this is that, one, for some reason that I don't quite understand, the text cursor has disappeared. And I'm wondering if that's because of the little bit of padding that I put between the text and the cursor. So I don't know what's with that. So that definitely needs fixing. Not impossible, nothing too complicated or scary to take on, I don't think. So really at this point, I think the next most important thing to take a look at is text navigation, right? So when we type something, I want to be able to sort of press left to navigate left in the text. That's going to be an interesting challenge. Well, I suppose it's not really, because if I press left, all I have to do is get the width of the text up to where I've pressed left to, so it will sort of navigate over. So I suppose it's not too bad. So I'm probably just worrying over nothing really. I think that would be quite a simple solution now that I think about it. I'm not quite sure how clicking is going to work. So like when you click, I want to sort of be able to navigate the cursor to there. But again, maybe that could be solved for just sort of saying, okay, get the X width of where you selected on the text, and then get the text width and sort of round it up to the nearest number of where that text is you've selected. So that might actually end up being quite simple. I'm not sure, but so far so good. I'm actually quite happy with where we are. So over the next couple of nights, we'll see what else we can make progress with, and hopefully we can have full text selection support, which would be really exciting, because that's the next thing we need to work on, like text highlighting as well. That's going to be quite complicated to do, I think, because we need to sort of figure out a system where we can sort of invert the color of the text, as well as having like right-click menus and stuff like that. So there's still quite a lot to do yet, but at least now this text box actually does have a function, and it can be used by people. There is a little bit too much padding on the right, and there's no padding on the left here. As you can see, that's a bit inconsistent in the design, but we'll work with that. It's nothing we can't fix or solve. So let's see where this goes. I'm really excited to have made progress with this tonight, and yeah, see you in the next video.